always taking action for you.
And we begin tonight with that new appraisal of city-owned art inside the Detroit Institute of Arts.
The report commissioned by the city and the DIA shows the collection is worth up to $4.6 billion. And this report could be an integral part in the bankruptcy trial.
7 Action News investigator Simon Chiquette joins us live from Detroit with the key details of this report. Simon?
Stephen and Carolyn, today we got a very clear view of what the art here at the DIA is exactly worth. It is in the billions of dollars, and that right there is just one example of the fine artwork. They are the jewels of the DIA, prized artworks, part of roughly 60,000 pieces, now valued in total between 2.8 and 4.6 billion, more than 5 times previous estimates.
While it's very easy to talk about selling art, it's very difficult to do it in practice.
During a rare tour with cameras allowed, we got an up-close look. Vincent van Gogh's Portrait of a Postman, valued at 80 to 120 million. Then there's Pablo Picasso's Melancholy Woman, 60 to 80 million. Another Picasso, Woman Seated in an Armchair, 40 to 60 million. Andy Warhol's famous self-portrait is valued at 20 to 25 million. Outside, there's Always the Thinker by Auguste Rodin, 25 to 30 million.
Many donors have restrictions on the gifts that they gave the DIA, and those restrictions in many cases mean those gifts can't be sold.
New York art investment firm ArtVest Partners says if the collection was sold off to raise cash for Detroit's bankruptcy, it would bring in far less, around 1.1 to 1.8 billion. Still, these price tags are sizable, and creditors will make a case next month in bankruptcy court to say the artwork is fair game. So far, it doesn't look like art will have to be sold thanks to a grand bargain included in Kevin Orr's plan of adjustment. The grand bargain funnels $816 million in foundation, state, and DIA raised funds to shore up pensions while transferring ownership of the DIA to an independent nonprofit, shielding the art from sale.
A sale of the art, the proceeds of that would be divided among all of the creditors of the city. The grand bargain that we're talking about right now drives all of that money, $816 million and more, directly to Detroit's pensioners. And I think that is a much safer way to fund those pensions.
So what does the emergency manager's office have to say about this? A few minutes ago, I got off the phone with a spokesman who tells me the grand bargain is still the only viable option to shore up pensions, protect the art, and keep it in Detroit. He goes on to say this latest evaluation actually points out what matters most is what you can sell the art for, not the price it is appraised at. Carolyn, back to you.
Sure, a lot of people shocked by hearing those numbers that you just gave us. Thanks a lot, Simon. Talk to you later.